It's all about the leader, Miriam Gössner. That's what's got them excited, because Germany have a new champion in the making, and she showed that yesterday.
I am amazed at the pace that Gössner, she shoots very well in the prone position, but I'm amazed at the speed she comes into the range. She's not backing off at all.
Now Tora Berger just easing down, maybe showing her experience. She won't be too panicked at this stage. Just keep Gössner in sight and get pressure on her in the standing position. I'm sure that's the Norwegian's thinking, and she will have heard the thud of the miss and be quite confident.
Gössner, I think, paying the price for coming in just that little bit too hard.
That's a disaster. That is a total disaster. Can you believe it, Mike? After yesterday's success, she's looking down the range saying, what on earth is going on? There's not a lot of wind. The visibility is so much better than it's been all weekend. Extraordinary. 5 penalty loops, each of 150 metres.
Do you know, I think she also, as well as coming in too hard, Gössner, she put her body position more in straight line with the rifle. Normally she comes in at a steeper angle, so just leading the World Cup.
No one else has missed the target yet. The conditions are as good as they've been all season. The first 20 have gone down, 5 have missed, and they've all been Miriam Gössner's. How far down the order is she going to go? From first all the way down to 20th, and so much of it, Mike, I'm absolutely convinced, so much of it is to do with the way Tora Berger attacked her on that first lap. She
did put her out of Gössner's comfort zone. She was agitated, a little irritated, but she did get away from Berger in the last 400 or 500 metres.
Well, that's why we love biathlon, because it can all go so horribly wrong.
I cannot think, Patrick, where it's gone so badly wrong for an athlete coming in for the first prone, and poor Gössner, she's going through a world of pain just now, mentally, I suppose.
Well, Tomrasheva won't be too happy with 2 misses. Zima, Velikina, Bescon all missing. 3 for Zima, 1 more to go. She had an outstanding race yesterday, but already today's is going to be mediocre. The 2 Simirienko twins go 5 with 5. They will stay locked together as they take on lap number 2. Horschler, Mäkäräinen clear so far. Mäkäräinen skiing well. She started way down the list in, I think it was 20th position, 1:41 off the pace of the leaders. So keep an eye on Mäkäräinen's time coming out of the range. And if we don't see it, if you don't see it on the screen, we'll try and pick up on it.
Still on the penalty loop, 5 times is a nightmare.
750 metres, at least 2 minutes spent on the penalty, and there's a price to pay in the legs as well.
Oh, you're shattered. 750 metres is not an easy loop. It's a difficult loop. There's traffic in there. The saving grace, Patrick, Gössner will be told exactly where those shots missed, so she can adjust her sights next time in. OK, well, you put your money on how many she'll hit second time round. 5? I think we'll see 5 go down. 4 or 5.
But looking forward to seeing either a sight adjustment.
There we are, far right. So she hasn't adjusted for the change of wind from her 0. The next will be the same place, and the next. They'll all be to the right. She's questioning herself now. What is happening? Don't know. She hasn't adjusted her sights. She should have.
Nearly got the last one, but not near enough. It would be nice to have X-ray vision, wouldn't it, Mike, and be able to see your own shots. That is not permitted. You can't carry a scope round with you, and you can't get any information from your coach. You can't turn around and say, what's going on?
No, exactly. You cannot get information until 50 metres after the shooting range. And, of course, you can't see the fall of the shots yourself at 50 metres.
So from 1st to 12th position, she has lost 2 minutes, 1 second, and finds herself in a totally different situation.
So,
is it too early to say she won't win it?
Gössner?
I can't see her winning now.
She'll move her sights. She'll be told, right, get those sights moved left by 7, 8 clicks. So she'll be central when she comes in next time. You'd expect her, as you say, to get 5.
But which lane will she be in next time?
Yeah, lane 7, 8 or 9.
And the wind in lane 7, 8, 9 is very different from the wind in lane 1.
But just think of what's going through Gössner's mind now. It must be, she's got to be feeling so bad to be leading for Germany and dropping 2 minutes.
I'm just trying to think where she was when she zeroed her weapon. We might be able to find out which lane the Germans were in for zeroing today. And see if that has been a factor as we watch the chasing group go through.
Germans were in lane 1.
Germans were in lane 1, so no excuses there. Well, what an extraordinary start to this race with the two leaders going head-to-head and Miriam Gustner missing 5 targets. If you were tuning in to see Miri, as she's known, take the win, I think it may not be her day, but don't rule her out quite yet. She's only dropped down into 12th position, and yesterday she missed twice and made up for that. She's still got 3 shoots to go, but surely she needs to hit the remaining 15. Tora Berger, on the other hand, just needs to do what she's been doing all season long. Now in lane 1 instead of lane 2. Is she going to have the same nightmare? It could be.
I cannot understand what's going on. This is just
4 misses for Tora Berger. Well, maybe lane 1 is jinxed today. You don't want to lead in this race until you want to be in lane 2 on the last shoot.
We have never ever seen the 2 prones at the sharp end of the race have so many problems in the shooting.
How do you explain that, Mike? No major difference in the wind. The flags are fluttering a little, but
my only thing is, have a look at the elbows. Once your elbows, we used to shoot just lying on the snow. The elbows are digging in a little deeper than normal, and that absolutely affects the fall of the shot. Yeah, that must be the issue. Yes, you're getting these deep elbow plants, which your elbow naturally falls into, and it is changing things slightly. There is also that little bit of wind affecting the fall of the shot.
Well, that's going to be very close between Andrea Henkel. In fact, Andrea Henkel, I think, is going to come out of the penalty loop before Tora Berger, who is doing... oh, no, Tora Berger's doing 4 laps. I apologise. She's going to be a good 30-40 seconds clear of Tora Berger of Norway, who's slipped up on the second shoot. There goes Andrea Henkel, just 1 penalty to pay, and the German veteran is in the front. That will be every bit as popular as Miriam Gustner leading the way round. And now the crowd switch their allegiance to the most experienced biathlete in the field today. The 2 Semilienkos shooting side by side. Something they've done year after year. They'll know exactly what's going on. They both shoot from opposite ends of the target. That's about the only difference between them.
They've had the same coach when they were growing up, and that is strange. One shoots from left to right, the other right to left.
Vita has done exceptionally well. She's been the better of the 2 so far this year. Makarainen's making ground, Mike. 5 out of 5 for Makarainen. She started number 20 today. That would be an astonishing win if she could come through and take this one. Out goes Berger. Gustner's missed another 2. You may have picked up on that. So that's a total of 7 misses so far for Gustner. And her chance of taking the win, I think, has evaporated now. Makarainen all the way up into 7th, only 44 seconds behind, having started 1:41. So she's gained a minute. She's gained a minute in the first 2 of 5 laps. She's on schedule to take the win. Sulumdal, one of the winners of one of the 3 pursuits we've had this year. She's not going to win today. Look at that, another 2 mistakes from her. So once again, Oberhof proving a very difficult range indeed. Standing shoot next time round, Mike. That won't be quite as critical if you're in lane 1. Let's have a look and see where Tora Berger's have gone.
Well, that was the same as Gustner's.
Same hole. Can you believe it? Well, she finally got it under control for 3, but then she missed again way right. I think something strange is going on in lane 1.
To miss by 4 centimetres at Tora Berger's level, I can't understand it, except the elbow placement. The elbow's falling so deep into the snow.
Well, you think the snow is softer in lane 1 than the rest of the lanes?
Well, no, look at the shooting though. We've got 4 obviously from Berger, 5, 7 misses from Gustner. So
what do you want, an elbow pad they use for skateboarding to stop that happening?
It's incredible how it does affect the balance, the feel of the rifle and the fall of the shot. For Tora Berger to miss by so much, unusual. Whoa! Henkel likes to take that corner very wide. Most take it very tight.
80% of the weight on the outside ski, just feeling the way around with the inside ski. Nicely done by Henkel. Generally, start wide, cut it tight. That is how to do it. Great skiing. There's Tora Berger going through, having done her 600-metre penalties.
Tora Berger still in fourth after all those penalties.
Makarainen's making ground, and there goes Vita Simirienko. So all the big names are coming to the front. Haven't seen Domracheva too much so far today, Mike. She needs to get a good result in if she wants to challenge for the overall. I have a feeling it must have gone horribly wrong early on.
Just trying to see what's happened to Domracheva. Yes,
15th.
It has. She's missed it 2 first time in, 1 the second time in. Now there's Rico Gross just running up alongside. I wonder if Henkel can hear it so loud when you're skiing around these tracks.
Tora Berger just overtaking Dorin to bring herself back up into the top 3. Good work from Berger. She won't give up on this one quite yet. Only 24 seconds down. That's quite a nice position to be in. There's no doubt, Mike, that leading the way into the last 2 shoots in a pursuit, you put pressure on yourself. You can't help it. You can't help but think of the consequences of hitting the targets.
We have seen that so often, but as these pursuits and the mass start races have evolved, the athletes are becoming more accustomed to dealing with that incredible pressure.
Brunet goes through for France, 51 seconds down at the moment.
And guess what? 100% hit rate so far.
Yeah, good shooting from Brunet. Just looking to see what the margin was at the start of her race, to see how far behind she was, Mike. She was started in 12th position and she was 1:19 behind, so she's gained good time. She's gained 30 seconds or so in the opening stage, the first half of the race. 17, that is Fanne Horn of Norway, going well.